We're online, havenfinancialgroup.com, all kinds of events coming up, which we're going to talk about. We teach these classes throughout the year because retirement's an ongoing thing and people are entering the golden years almost every single day of the year. So we find it very, very, very important. And Kim, let's talk about some of those classes and what that looks like. And then if we could talk about maybe after those classes, how we continue to like to strengthen those relationships. Mm-hmm. My wife, Rochelle, is an amazing event planner. And at Haven Financial Group, we like to do client events.
Sure. Well, going back, and we'll certainly talk about that, but going back to these educational events, these, I'm going to call them seminars. Larry, something that you say on the show here each and every week, and I think is a real cornerstone for Haven Financial, and that's that education is imperative. People really need to educate themselves about all kinds of topics in an effort to make their retirement successful.
I would agree. I frequently ask the question to classes, these classes, by the way, Kim, have no cost. We provide materials. Almost everyone has a workbook that we have designed. All the materials are for them to keep. They walk out of there with a lot of good information after we've gone through it. Sometimes, I ask the question, do you remember all the classes growing up that taught you how to make all the perfect retirement decisions? And usually there's a chuckle, no, we don't remember. And so oftentimes people try to wing it. They'll do the water cooler mentality and ask their brother, their sister, their uncle, or whoever. And that's not always, oftentimes it's the worst place to get information. Yes, you can do online learning, and we're for all the different types of education, but I learn best in the classroom, as a lot of people my age and other ages do. And that's where we teach. We have all the resources online and all that stuff as well. But it's really getting the people the information to make educated decisions rather than just swinging it and making a decision and then regretting, what in the world did I just do? Mm-hmm. That's what we want to help people avoid, is the wrong or maybe not the best retirement decision.
Sure. Rochelle, I know you said that you attend a lot. I'm sure you attend a lot for administrative purposes, but I also believe that you probably just stand in the back and listen. So talk to us a little bit about some of the actual educational seminars that are held and what you've drawn from them.
Well, we have a maximizing Social Security and taxation, because we do talk about the tax piece. We have a new one that we've brought back recently, Truth About Annuities, which is a great class that we just recently had and we'll schedule again. And then we also have a Medicare 101 class, or Medicare Made Simple, where we really break down Medicare, which is very complicated. And it's a great class. They all include workbooks. And what we do is under havenfinancialgroup.com/events, all our upcoming educational seminars are always posted and kept to date. So, and you can just click on register and sign up to attend. And they usually are about an hour and 15 minutes, maybe an hour and 30. They do take questions, which is always great. Mm-hmm. But you learn a lot. I've attended so many and I still get nuggets. I still learn things, which is amazing. So, and sometimes, clients will call and go, hey, I would love to attend one of your seminars, but I'm a client. I don't care if you're a client or not. You continue to educate yourself. Even if it's a dinner, please come out. Of course, you can continue to learn and educate, because I'm still always learning something from the team.
Absolutely. And they're in all different parts of the Twin City area.
Yeah, we're not limited in scope to any certain areas. Our office is in the South Metro, but we have people come from all over. And again, you can find that on havenfinancialgroup.com/events. I've done, I'm not trying to date myself, but I've done a lot of classes over all the years that I've done this. And, I think of Linda, who's just a Spitfire, that was in here a couple months ago, and we're honored to be able to help her in her retirement planning. And she's like, Larry, I went to your class 11 years ago. It took me long enough to get in here, but now I'm ready. And Linda, she brings her dog in every time. She's just a wonderful lady. Just like we're able to serve so many like that. But, whether you heard me 10 or 15, 20 years ago, or you just heard me last week, hey, we're not on any timeline. This is your timeline. Mm-hmm. Problem is, people get stuck in their timeline And then all of a sudden, nothing ever gets done. You know, the old, a failure to plan is a plan to fail, not because we want people to fail. Well, Larry, we're thinking about it. We're thinking about it. And yeah, 30, 40 years later, they're still thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not rushing anybody, but it's your timeline. And if you're listening going, yep, that's me and my wife, the timeline's been 10, 15 years and we're still thinking about it. So we can do more than that. We can have a conversation. And it's just a conversation.
Sure, absolutely. 612-504-8400. That's how you start that conversation, folks. Or you go to havenfinancialgroup.com to look up some of these educational seminars. Remember, you do need to register because Larry and Rochelle, they need to sort of get a number associated with the space and that kind of thing. So just be sure you check it out. Maybe you have a lot of questions about Social Security. Maybe you have a lot of questions about taxes. Maybe you have a lot of questions about all of them. And if that's the case, I believe, and I don't want to put words in your mouths, but you could attend more than one seminar if you so choose, correct?
Absolutely. I think it's important. If you are still learning and educating yourself, please keep attending. You know, the one thing that's amazing when I started working with my husband and this industry is if we're having a simple project done at the house, we have a family rule where we'll get 2 to 3 bids, keep everybody honest. Mm-hmm. But with retirement, you work your whole life to acquire assets. But then it's like, I have a guy. Why wouldn't you ever just want to get a second opinion or a third opinion? And you can't lose anything. Worst case scenario, stay the course with your guy. But it's amazing that people wouldn't want to just get another opinion sometimes.
Absolutely. And Rochelle, I want you to talk a little bit about those client events because I've never attended one, but boy, Larry talks about them and it does sound like it's a pretty terrific experience.
You know, customer service has always been a thing. And again, relationships. So we have a lot of fun. We're a financial office, but we do have a lot of fun. Sometimes Larry has to say, okay, you guys are having way too much fun out of here. But our client events are really just an extension of the office. We get to be casual and just get to know our clients and hopefully some of their loved ones, children. Mm-hmm. We just had a big one at Charlie's on Prior Lake where we rent the restaurant out for the day. And I don't have the final numbers, but it's usually around 750 to 800 people come out to our event. We rented it for the whole day because we actually had 2 sessions and we just really have fun, fellowship, go on boat rides, listen to music, and just continue to cultivate those relationships that mean so much to us. Around the holiday times, we have 2 days where we have holiday centerpiece pickup. And this year we're having Can Do Canines come and bring some of the service animals that we've sponsored to be able to connect with Santa. And so just, again, relationships where a lot of financial people would not want to get all their clients in a room together so they can talk about them.
Right.
I say, bring it on. If you have any questions or haven't officially become a client, we might invite you to that event so you can ask people, how is it working with this team? Are they who they say they are? What's your experience been like? I think transparency is a beautiful thing, and it's not us saying anything about ourselves. Talk to people that worked with us.
Mm-hmm. So, Larry, if we've come to, unfortunately, almost the end of our hour. So tell me, what is it that you want people to take away from today's show outside of the fact that you're married to a lovely woman?
Yeah, I think so, too, after 28 years. And I still say that. But I want them to leave going, that was a different experience that we got down the road. Those guys actually do care. They are genuine. She mentioned our client events. We love to give back. And I had several couples at our big event going, I know you guys don't have to do this, but it's pretty amazing that you do it anyways. We enjoy it. You know, we know we're cultivating long-term relationships. There's no secret. But we also, a lot of times I always say with, cell phone bills and this and that, they'll always take care of the new person, but they don't really care about the one that's been loyal for 20 or 30 years.
Right.
We don't want to ever give that up. We do not take that for granted. So whether you've been with us for a long time or you're just listening to us on the radio for the first time or anything in between, we want to give that same attention, one-on-one attention. We're not perfect. We have like kind of 24-hour rule where we like to respond to phone calls or emails. we never, and I truly mean this, and I say it to the staff, I really don't have to because they know it. We don't want to be the stereotype that says, wow, I talked to my guy or gal 5 years ago and haven't heard from him since.
Mm-hmm.
That would be very unfortunate, and it's a very unfortunate stigma in our industry, and we never want to be that. So we want to be relatable, and we really cherish the relationships that we have.
612-504-8400, folks. That is the way you get hold of Haven Financial Group. Call today. Let's set up an appointment. Go in and have a good cup of coffee and some cookies and get some information and see if this is the perfect fit. Or you can go to havenfinancialgroup.com. This has been a delight. Rochelle, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you, Kim. We look forward to next week. And go Vikings.
Have a great week, everyone.